Okay, so I have had so many people ask me what cinnamon I use, and this is a big one, which has been quite intriguing because it's like, is there a difference? There's just cinnamon. No, there's a huge difference. There's two types, and I'm sure you're going to get me on my pronunciation because people love this. I want to say it's Ceylon or Ceylon, and then there is cassia. And I've used both, not knowing I was using cassia in the past. It's cheap. It's a cheap form of cinnamon. It's not cinnamon whatsoever. It does come from the bark of a tree, just like cinnamon, but real cinnamon is totally different. So number one, we can just start with, this is Ceylon or Ceylon, however you want to pronounce it. And pretty much the difference between the Ceylon and the cassia is huge. We can see this is all Ceylon ground. The stick is long, as you can see. It's kind of almost round. It barely has a little curling in it. If I had some cassia sticks, they're generally half the size. They're usually 2 or 3 times the thickness and much different looking. These are lighter. The cassia will be darker. Okay, now why do we care about the difference? We hugely care about the difference because when we talk about medicinals, which is something I'm huge in, there's no comparison. There is no medicinal in cassia. You can get cassia, it's cheap, get it from the dollar store, you're baking banana bread, fine, use it just for that. But if you're talking a health benefit, throw it away. Go get yourself some Ceylon. Okay, so I had to research this when I had some sick pigs. I'm always looking for thyme and oregano and certain herbs that, because we treat everything organic here because we're organic, how do I treat the pigs when they're sick? Because if we get a sick hog, I'm going to have to butcher it, is what's going to happen that day, because we're not going to treat them with any medicine. Well, it is nice to have an option to get them healed naturally. Here's a wonder food right here, a wonder herb. I buy it in bulk, 5 pounds. I get 2 of these at a time. So what cinnamon has, it's called cinnamaldehyde. Like formaldehyde, it's not formaldehyde. Cinnamaldehyde is such a super strong, potent agent only in cinnamon. It will kill everything. It is so beneficial to us. It is awesome. So I researched this, and what I was trying to treat was, we had bloody scours a couple times in the pigs. And they were breeders, so I had the vet out. He gave Draxin, a massive antibiotic that we're totally against. Being this mother was not going to be eaten, we treated her. Or no, it was not the mother, I'm sorry, it was a boar. It was a big daddy. I found out with enough medical publishing stuff on the internet that cinnamaldehyde will kill bloody scours and what's going on, the bacteria in the intestine. So what do? Let's try it. So what I did was, I did rotten bananas. I immediately got another pig. This happened. We went through the worst. We're out here in San Diego. Let me tell you, rainy seasons, we're supposed to be high desert. We flooded with like 50 million inches last year, and here it comes again. So for the pigs, this is very hard. So I rush out there that morning. The one poops blood all over the place. I come in the kitchen and I whip up apple cider vinegar, honey, banana, and so much cinnamon you'd gag. And I brought that out to the pig, and I didn't want to give him really too much food to encourage the problem. And the pig was still eating. It wasn't off feed. He gobbled that up. By 1 o'clock, I came out to pay more attention to this hog to see what level we were at, because it was scary. In 24 hours, this pig could have been lost. It was shocking. Guillermo went to go to the bathroom, and there was no blood. So being that it could have been a hoax, we tried it 2 more times. We did get bloody scours 2 more times on 2 other boys. Filbert got it, one of our pigs, and Mr. Pickles got it. Let me tell you, it's a wondrous thing. Honey, apple cider vinegar, and cinnamon. And then there's so many other things you could add to that. But back on track, that is Ceylon. You will treat no one with cassia. Okay, what are some of the benefits that Ceylon has? Ceylon actually, I believe, is anti-inflammatory. It is antimicrobial. It is antifungal. It is antibacterial and viral. I believe it can, don't get me on this, folks, it can help with cancer massively. Diabetes, blood sugar type 2, you better be taking cinnamon because it can get rid of it or bring it to a very stable sugar level, okay? High blood pressure, Alzheimer's, you name it. It's so beneficial in so many ways. What does cassia do? Nothing. Cassia actually can make you sick. It can actually cause a lot of problems. I want to say it, the big one was, what was the name? It can cause liver damage. It lowers your blood pressure into a bad state. There was something, I can't remember the name of a particular compound in it. Oh, coumarin. I think it was coumarin or something. Cassia carries high amounts of coumarin. People will look up, cinnamon and say, oh gosh, don't use it. It's got coumarin in it. You're going to overdose with liver damage. Yes, all cinnamons do carry this, but true Ceylon is such a small amount, it doesn't matter. You're not going to overdose. You're never going to be able to eat enough. But the cassia, I wouldn't be treating myself with that. Chances are you probably could meet that amount and it wouldn't be a good thing. So definitely, I want to push for everyone to get a big bag of cinnamon in their house. I use it in my coffee. I use it in my foods. We use it for the animals. They love it. Anybody with chickens? So we have tons of turkeys and chickens. In fact, you could take a peek right here through my window. This is just a few of the birds just right outside my house, and it's really rainy and yucky today. So how do we treat, another thing that's so phenomenal that we treat is parasites and stuff. So we use cinnamon, we love wormwood, we love black walnut, and we love clove. Again, take that cinnamon. What we do is buy a giant bag of oats at the feed store. Of course, we get organic ones. Those oats, maybe some barley too. You don't have to though. You can do cold water. You don't have to use warm water. And I'll mix a 5-gallon bucket and I will put handfuls of that cinnamon in there. Especially this time of year. It's ugly out. The birds, their immune systems get low. It's hard on them too. It's hard on all the animals. So pump them up a little just like yourself and give them a little hot or cold oatmeal with some cinnamon and make yourself a bowl too, because it's definitely going to be beneficial during cold and flu season.